And give it up for Jill Carty. I have handwriting like a psycho killer, so she read that really well. We had to do an interpretation before she read it. I got a C in penmanship in high school. Everybody, let me tell you what you're looking at right now. You are looking at if Orphan Annie actually made it to her 40s. Yeah, I mean, even after years of drinking and smoking. It's a hard knock life. Yeah, but you guys, I love orphans. Can we give it up for the orphans? Give it up for orphans. Give it up for the orphans enough, okay? Because I'm an orphan. My parents are dead. Please don't give it up for that. Yeah. But just because I am an orphan of a certain age, or a geriatric orphan, it doesn't mean that I don't deserve like a new forever family, because I do. You guys, I have a tight orphan profile, all right? I make up my bed every morning. I am potty trained. Feel free to applaud that. Thank you. And I'm going through perimenopause, so I was like, so speaking of teen pregnancies, that's not going to happen here, parents, okay? So parents, why don't you just like hit me up on geriatricgingerorphan.com, all right? You just like swipe right, and then I'm part of your family. It is that easy, and y'all should be that lucky, okay? But I have to say, like, death is tough. Losing my parents was tough, and I think people try to say nice things to me. They say, hey, you know what, Jill, your parents are always with you. And I just think that's a really beautiful sentiment, you know? But I fucking hate it when I'm masturbating, though, okay? Because then I can feel my parents, like, judging me, watching me from the ether, you know? I hear my dad's voice like, oh my God, Maddie, what is that Julie B doing to herself? Fingers don't belong in those holes. Well, she's jacking off, Brian, and maybe if you didn't baby all the time, she would know a hole's better. Well, Maddie, clearly she's chilling off. But you know, you're the same holes. Maybe you should have told her to chill off better. Well, Brian, you're the dad. You should have taught her discipline. You know she's not going to finish this, just like everything else in her life. I used to say my parents were my biggest champions. But whoa, did you just feel the energy in the room shift a little bit? I feel like they were judging that impersonation. Like, why do we sound like the Costanzas? Because they were from Brooklyn. They were also from New York, okay? They whoop whoop. It was fun on. But little known fact, we're gonna go on a little death journey here. Are we all ready for this? But my mom died on April Fool's Day. Yeah, and when the hospital called to tell me that she died, I was like, Kaiser, you sick son of a bitch. Oh man, I love your style, man. They're like, no, Jill, your mom passed. I was like, okay. So I had to call my sisters and give them the news. I said, so the hospital called, and Mom is gonna make a full recovery. She's gonna be there on Christmas. My sisters were like, oh my God, that's amazing. And I'm like, no, she's dead. April Fool's, bitches! Man, got you guys so good. So me and my sisters were close, but after that, not so much. It's a little contentious. So it was worth it though, okay? But unfortunately, my dad died shortly after my mom, and my dad was a big Jets fan, go Jets, and I was looking at this like gold-plated Jets urn with the inscription that just said like the ultimate touchdown. I was like, shit, that's a fucking urn, am I right? Well, I was like, whoa, that's expensive. So I went on to urns with the Z.com, you know. I got a more affordable option. It was a wooden urn. It was like an etching of a golfer with the inscription that just said hole in the ground. You know what, my dad was not a big golfer. He didn't golf at all. But, you know, I think it's like aspirational for the afterlife, so. Got you, Brian. Little fact about my parents, so they did not leave instructions on what to do with their ashes and their wills. They did not. So me and my sisters are winging it, and we are winging it hard, okay? Because let me tell you where my parents' ashes are at the moment. They are sitting on the top of my sister's television set, next to the remains of her dead cats. Yep. Yep. That's cats plural, okay? Because when one cat dies, they join the party of ashes on the top of the television set. It's a beautiful thing. My sister lives in a studio apartment, so now there's more ashes and stuff in there. She's very single, so there's no tickets to Dicktown being handed out in that place. But there is a lot of pussy, you know what I mean? Thank you. But I just feel like I feel like that is the eternity that my parents always wanted, you know? Hanging out with my sister and her cats on a Saturday night, watching some ID channel show like My Boyfriend Killed Me in a Dress. I feel like they'd be really proud of how we're honoring them in death, okay? So my parents were both Irish. Very Irish, and so that makes me a full pint of Guinness. And my mom was actually one of 9 brothers and sisters, okay? So I have like 30 first cousins. Yeah. You know, it's just, you know, speaking about Catholic girl, typical Irish Catholic family shit, where you just like let Jesus take the wheel, which results in a fuck ton of kids, but also a fuck ton of fucking, you know what I mean? Like, much respect to my grandma and grandpa. I mean, I love your work, okay? Yeah. But it's tough to get attention when you have that big family. Why do you think I'm doing this right now? I'm starving for attention. And since my parents are dead, I don't have any like Jill PR reps in my fam to like talk about all the amazing shit that I'm doing in my life. Like, y'all, I am the 3rd best member of my 4-person improv group. Okay? Yeah, feel free to applaud because I am killing the game. Okay? I really should be talking about this all the time in the family, okay? And other crazy thing about my family is like we have this like mega group chat where there's like 40 of us on there. It is wild, okay? So even if a journalist got sucked up into that chat, we would not know for like years. Yeah, and I'm never the feature on the chat, guys, okay? I also have a cousin. He is a professional hockey player. He plays for the New Jersey Devils. And I mean, props to the Devils, but I'm just a single woman with a dog, full stop. Okay? That's it. But I would say that all changed when something amazing happened to me. The LA fires broke out. Yeah. Roll with me on this because I became the star of that chat. I did. I'm the only one that lives in Los Angeles. All my family's back east. And I just like stepped into that limelight, okay? Because my family, they wanted boots on the ground reporting. And I delivered. Cousin Jill coming at you from the burn zone. The air quality is bad today. But we are staying inside, so please send your thoughts and your prayers. Cousin Jill reporting live for the Malloy family group chat. Oh man, you guys, I fucking nailed it. But then they started to talk about like biz as you shit on the chat, you know, talking about Aunt Marie's 80th birthday. I was like, Aunt Marie has spent 80 years on this world. I'm a 40-year-old woman engulfed in flames, okay? I'm the priority here, people. I got on the chat. Cousin Jill here. So the fire is about a block away from my apartment complex, and I will either be evacuated or burned up by the morning. Cousin Jill reporting for maybe the last time ever. Back to you, Aunt Marie. And happy birthday. Yeah. And then my sister, you know, tried to scoop me, see the action I was getting. She tried to take advantage of the time difference. She jumps on, she's like, hey y'all, so Jill was evacuated last night. And she's staying at a friend's place with her dog, and her friend's cat are like getting along. Yeah. I woke up in the morning and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Okay. I was like, I will not be scooped. I got on the chat and I was like, hey fam, Cousin Jill, yeah. I just want to like clear up the inconsistencies of that last update. The dog and the cat are not getting along. Cousin Jill out. Yeah. But then like, you guys, something actually really terrible happened after that. My cousin had a fucking baby. Yeah. And that little shit was trying to take my action on the chat. And I was like, hell no. You can just fuck right off, baby. So my cousin posted like pics of her baby in a onesie, and then I countered with pics of me and my dog in hazmat suits. And then my cousin posted a video of her baby crawling through stuffed animals, so cute. And then I posted a video of me crawling through debris. I was like, you just take that, baby. But as you know, the LA Flyer flames went out, and so did my flame on the group chat. But I'll be back on top when that big earthquake comes, you know what I mean? All right, you guys, Cousin Jill signing off. Thank you so much.